Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video let's take a look at Nvidia stock for tomorrow and also AMD, SMCI, ARM, Broadcom and Micron. And none of this is any financial advice, it's only for education purposes, just sharing my opinion here, nothing more than that. In all of my videos I just share my opinion, guys. Please go and do whatever you feel like doing, all right? Now, so we had a mix of volatility in the market today due to the Fed, all that, meeting and call and all of that stuff, 50 basis point cut that they did. That volatility is still fine. I will get to the levels in just a second. And I showed you this around on Tesla and S&P 500 and all those videos that I have done today. You can see there was this good volatility coming in, right? When all that half an hour before it usually happens, and then all the way till the speech things were going up. Then after that we fell, but still using my tool, day trading tool, and day and swing trading tool, things could have still been traded both ways, for the upside and or to the downside. And we got a really good structure today. Like, things were really looking good from right over here, and then yeah, it started to weaken right up from there back again. And so yeah, all in all, it's a choppy day, to put it that way, first of all. And then we are on Nvidia, have actually right now broken the structure in the active mode. So if I turn on my tool again, we do have a red candle now. So it's not anymore just a pullback in the structure. We are in the negative structure on the active mode. So what does this mean? Well, so that was the level, 114 and 37 cents. That's the next level. Even when the volatility came, you can see we did go up, but rejected. We are still underneath of that $118. That's what I have been saying is a very important level. We are also below 20 and 50 days moving average, right? So let's go to the hourly interval. And over here, guys, we are still, that trend line that I also provided you, we are still below that. We are just still trending lower. We haven't really changed the structure. And I also, as I said, that on the lower time frame, we were already going in the negative structure over here, right? So, well, one more thing if I want to do here, let's change. These new features will be coming out soon. I'll get to those in just, the update will be coming out on this tool, but I'll talk to my members what these new settings means. So you can see in the flow mode, in the flow passive hourly mode, we were since yesterday bearish, and even today we just stayed bearish, and we were below the cloud on hourly interval, below the trend line. Everything was still very negative on Nvidia for the day, right? We were in the bearish structure. So you get my point, right? Like, everything was still building towards negative, and we are still negative. Now we are getting close to 200 hours moving average. Well, the levels to watch tomorrow, pretty much you're still watching 114 and 35 cents. There are two possible things that can happen. Well, first of all is you still will have to see it get above this trend line for full on again, start to become upside, right? But where can that rebound start to happen? Well, so there are two things, as I said. One is, like, if we continue to come much lower, you are watching 200 hours moving average if it gives it a rebound. All right, that's the one thing you are watching. The second thing is that if without coming lower, if it gets above 114 and 33 cents area, some rebound is again possible, but watch this trend line overhead. It's just a rebound though. Otherwise, if you start to see weakness over here again, right, like double, the wicks are forming at this zone, double tops are forming, and you are seeing rejections over here, right, along these lines, then no, the next play is not coming in above this. So if we don't go above and continue to fall, let's say price comes down here, you're watching 200 hours moving average, price action over here if it provides it a support. The rebound is possible then, but that will just be a rebound, intraday rebound only, right? And if, let's say, in the pre-market only we started rejecting here, and then market opens, we see a selling pressure, and you can use my tool on the lower time frame to see what the structure is. And then, guys, yeah, if it really is below the cloud on the 5 or 3 minutes, things are forming red in the structure, then we are coming down to 200 hours moving average. So what I'm also telling you here is that Since overall structure is negative right now, there's high likelihood as well that rebounds might be shorted unless and until, well, if we can get above that trend line, right, and above 20 or one of those moving averages, right? Like the good combination will be above 20 and 50 hours moving average, above this 114 and 32 cents, and above this trend line eventually is when I see really confident move come to the upside. Otherwise, there's just right now the probability is just setting more as long as we are below this trend line. You get my point, right? And the structure is bearish, you're better off trading looking for the downside play, because structure has weakened. Some lower side, more lower side can come on Nvidia. Much more downside is possible from here. So, but let's see what it does. But yes, structure right now is negative. Let's see 200 hours moving average. If it does that, that's the only thing that can save it or give it some base or consolidation on hourly interval. Otherwise, no, right? So the next level, 200 hours moving average, and after that is 108 and 78 cents again, right? All right, that's Nvidia. AMD. So AMD, the way it closed, that looks like a bit of a problem. Yeah, we closed as a bearish structure here, and that's a bit of a problem. We are below 50 days moving average. We'll have to go to the hourly interval to talk more about it. So again, I provided you this trend line, guys. As if we stay below the trend line, we are still negative. Rebounds are still bearish. There's likelihood that 200 hours moving average is possible. Unfortunately, yes, AMD a little bit is cooling off. It's going down. If we can get above this trend line, above 20 hours moving average as well, then there's a possibility. This level you can watch 108 and 49 and 23 cent zone. This is also getting weaker, so there's a likelihood that weakness may continue. SMCI. So SMCI, it's a simple one, because as I have been saying that the next big move on this would be above this zone 469 and 20 days moving average. It's failing and seems like it's wanna go lower now. You can see the rebounds are being sold off. We are above 200 hours moving average. So for tomorrow, the thing you are watching is, if it comes down here, you are watching if it finds support at 200 hours moving average. I still don't want to short it. You can short up here when you see these rejections, right, or whatnot. But at the levels when you see price action rejecting even at lower time frame. But right now, the reason I don't want to short it is still very close to 200 hours moving average, right? So we'll see if it finds a rebound here, and the move for the upside would be above one of these levels, like 400. If you are not trading the rebound and just looking for it to break to the upside, that will be 446 and 10 cents area. Otherwise, one rebound is possible at, or bounce possible at 431 and 96 cents. So that's something you can be watching. Below that is, you gotta be a little bit hopeless, right? ARM, and you have to use these guys. Like if I go to SMCI, these things also, right? That let it load. Average range and today range. When average range is getting close to today's range, that means for the day the move is done, right? So you have to use this in conjunction with those levels and decision making. All right, all are part of my tools. If you need access to these tools, links are in the description below. Everything that I show you here. So ARM, let's see the structure on this right now first. Structure still is bullish though, all right, still is bullish. But the way it's closed, I'm a little bit worrying on this one. We'll have to look, structure is still bullish, but this is the zone I have provided you, right? It seems like 20 days moving average is catching up. That's a good sign. So I don't want to short it, even if it loses this blue box below 135 and 53 cents. I don't want to short it because there's 20 days moving average coming from underneath. Let's go to the hourly interval and let's talk about that over here. As I said in the morning as well, I do think ARM has a possibility for upside. And if you're just looking for intraday, as long as it can stay above tomorrow 138, it can be played to the upside. If it loses 138 and 6 cents, intraday weakness is possible. All right, but intraday weakness is possible. I still don't want to touch a short though. It's your choice, but that's the level. Broadcom. So let's go to the daily interval first. Yeah, it's been a little bit cooling off from last 3 days, right? But what's the structure telling us? Let's see the structure. Structure still technically hasn't broken yet. It's still bullish on the daily interval. Let's go to the hourly interval. And on the hourly interval, we are still below that trend line. Guys, this is the level tomorrow, 161.46 cents. Below this is the weakness, but the reason I don't want to short it below this, yes, if you want, you can. That's the level, and you can have a stop loss on the other side. You can try it until down to 20 and 50 days moving average if it loses this level, 161.47 cents. Otherwise, above this is still fine, but accordingly have a stop loss on the other side. I would also want it to get above this trend line to play the strong upside with confidence. That trend line that we have downward one. So Micron. So let's go to the daily interval, and this poor thing is struggling. It's trying to find a really good base here, guys, but this thing is struggling to go really up, right? At this point, let's see the structure first. It's still holding bullish, but the weakness is there, guys. We are below 20 days moving average. Let's go to the hourly interval. And yeah, I really wanted to first get above 200 hours moving average. Then only this would be a good bullish play. Otherwise, no. Like, you really have to have a lot of love to trade Micron. Otherwise, just stay with Nvidia and other stocks. Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to get above 200 hours moving average for the next confidence leg up. Like, the dashboard is also complaining all bearish here. So nah, don't want to touch it. All right, well guys, so that's pretty much it for this video. So yeah, looks like Nvidia is still weakening, but you have the levels to watch as we talked about, the rebounds levels as we talked about, 200 hours moving average, and or if it tries to get above 114 from where it is, then some upside is possible, but until only this trend line, and then this still is technically just a downtrend rejection. That's just a rebound things that we are talking about, right? You can use this average and today's range in conjunction with making those decisions as I talked about, right? And so yeah, and then you have to see patterns like double bottom, like on the lower time frame, right? Like double bottom, where's the consolidation holding, and most importantly, just use my tools, right, to understand based on your trading style. Like if I show you again, I have this right now on the 5 minutes as active mode, like, right? So, but if you're a passive trader, let's do 5 minutes passive, and I'll go on the details of the settings with my members. But you can see this, if you're building your position throughout the day, right? Like you can see once we turned red over here, you can see the rebounds were just still bearish rebounds, and we just plummeted, and this is where we became bullish, and structure remained bullish until here, right? And after volatility, guys, you will see these, a little bit other, choppiness as well, but you get my point. It's all about being net profitable, and the massive moves, if you can get them net profitable, that's all what you need, right? So just trade with the volatility and these structures, and if you need these tools, then the tools links are in the description of this video, all right? Okay, so that's pretty much it, and I'll see you in my next videos, guys. Take care, bye.